Welcome. We're working with a block between the thighs in Tadasana to start. The block will be helpful today, teaching balanced action and stability as we work on flexibility. Squeezing the block here activates the hips to come into a strong internal rotation. As you squeeze the block there, work the thighs toward the back body to broaden. Find that balanced action. Brings true weight into the feet, helps us anchor the lower body, and then on the inhale helps us to extend and expand through the upper body. Find a breath here, inhaling smoothly through the nose, exhaling smoothly through the nose. Release the block from the thighs and bring it between smooth palms at shoulder width in front of you. As we work through this series of bringing the arms overhead, keep your elbows in line with the shoulders, close to the rib cage. Inhale, bring that block in front of the face with the elbows bent, and then extend the arms straight overhead. Pause, lift the lower rib cage away from the upper pelvis, elongate through the vertical axis. Exhale, bring the block down in front of the chin. Extend it back out. The whole time we work through this, the head of the humerus is staying grounded in the armpit. So the armpit is hollow, and we can extend, find balanced action to extend the arms without losing our groundedness in the joint that we're extending from. Pausing at the top there, take that long inhale and really try to elongate the vertical axis. Then exhale, bring the block down in front of the chin and extend the block out. This may feel very different than when you use the arms overhead without the block. Perhaps you're discovering that you haven't used the back body as much. Work to find balanced action. At the top of this inhale, let's go into lateral extension. So I'm going to anchor down into the left hip and left foot and extend over to the right through the arms. Keep the head equidistant between the arms. Keep the palms smooth on the block. Breathe into my lateral body. Come back to center. Again, balanced action. The opposite hip and foot are rooting. As we extend and reach over to the side with the block, we open the lateral body, but we don't lose that rooting in the joints. Exhale back to center. Bring the block down, elbows in. Extend it out. This time when we come up, we're going to add a tougher move. So as we extend up, we're going to pause, take that long inhale, and then we're going to try to release the block behind us. Ooh, it's hard to keep those elbows in for me in this part. It's going to open the chest, going to teach that grounded stability of the humerus in the armpit. Bring it back up, and we'll go to laterals again. Anchor the hip, the lower body on the opposite side as you extend and reach over. Come back to center. Anchor and root, hip and foot, and extend over through the upper body and the other side. Balanced action. Bring the block down. Extend the block out. Inhaling, bring the block to the face. Straighten, lift. Inhaling, extend through the vertical axis. Keep the humerus grounded. Exhaling, bend the elbows. Release the block behind you. Inhaling, come up. Anchor the right and left, the right hip, foot. Extend over to the side. Breathe and expand the side ribs. Come back to center on your exhale. And anchor the right hip, foot. Extend over to the left. Breathe and expand those side ribs. Exhale, back to center. Bring the block down in front of the face. Keep those elbows in. Extend out. Keep the head of the humerus in the armpit. Releasing the block now in front of us. Finding a strong mountain. Remembering how we educated the internal rotation of the hips, the broadening of the quadricep, that balanced action. And now let's find balanced action in tree. I'm going to take the weight out of the left knee as I bend it. Turn, rest the heel against the ankle, and just take my tree pose here with the foot on the floor for a moment. And then I'll bring the foot up into the thigh. I'm resisting the heel and the thigh against one another. I'm still trying to broaden that thigh toward the back body. Broaden the knee back so the pelvis is broad. And then if I'm feeling stable, I'm going to inhale and take those arms up. And remember that balanced action that we want to stay with as we take the arms overhead. I'm going to exhale and let that left arm come down alongside the lifted leg. Inhale, reach up more strongly through the right palm, stretch the fingertips wide, and breathe into the side body once again. Exhale. We're going to release. Bring it back to mountain. Settle the weight equally over the feet. Find my alignment. And then a slow shift. I'm bending the right knee, turning it out to the side without disturbing the rest of my mountain. Resting the heel at the ankle, toes still on the floor. Just finding a good alignment here with the toes on the floor for a breath. Then, if we're stable, we'll bring that foot up and into the leg. We could practice on the toes as long as we like. Now, balanced action means that the foot and the thigh are resisting each other. The knees working toward the back body and the quadriceps working toward the back body. Pelvis broad. Inhaling as I reach up. I want to remember balanced action and stability in the shoulder. Use the back body. Find that breath. Elongate through the vertical axis. Stay true to my roots. Exhale. Let that right hand come down to the right knee and the lifted leg. Inhale and lift higher through the left arm. Broaden the palm, spread the fingers. Breathe into the lateral body. Exhale. Release. Come back to mountain for a moment. Inhaling. Exhaling. Extend those arms out wide and step the feet out underneath the wrists. Let's take our balanced action into Trikonasana, triangle. I'm going to open the right hip, pivot on the right heel, turn that foot out a full 90 degrees. The back foot just about half that. I'm going to bring the block to the inner edge of the right big toe at the fullest height to begin with. Anchor into the left foot as I extend over the right leg. I want the side body long. And then here I can decide, is my side body still long? Then maybe I'll take the block to the lower height. I'm going to move the floating ribs away from my hand toward the back body. I'm going to revolve the hip and the back leg toward the back body. Then I'm going to extend and reach over my head, really open up the rib cage. And then I reach up strongly through the top arm as I'm revolving the left side ribs toward the ceiling. Breathing fully, expansively. Come back to center. I'm going to take this triangle pose to the left side. So I'm going to open the left hip, pivot on the left heel, turn that foot out a full 90 degrees, the back foot about half that. Place the block at the inner edge of the big toe, root into the big toe deep in the groin. Draw that left buttock under. Extending over, bringing the hand onto the block at the fullest height. I still have plenty of room through the lateral body, so I might lower the block. And then work to resist those floating ribs back. Revolve the right side ribs toward the ceiling. Pull the back leg, back hip toward the back body. Draw the left buttock under. Reaching up, breathing expansively into the side ribs. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling, drawing yourself up with the strength of the top arm. Exhaling, releasing the block. Bringing the feet back in underneath you to mountain. Finding your mountain alignment and taking a breath there.